Hi,
I gotta say,
everybody. Jill here, and I have Dana here, who is one of my amazing clients in my Empowered Fitness Mastery program. And she has just completed her first 3 months in the program and is ready to spread her wings and fly on her own. And so I wanted to just do an interview today so that you can take whatever from Dana that you can and learn about the program, learn about what it's like to be in the program, and so that we can celebrate her success as well. So, welcome, Dana. It's nice to see
well,
you.
thank you, Jill. Thank you.
So I
I'm
want
happy to
to
be here.
know, thank you. I want to know, and I have to say, I mean, it's been such a pleasure having you in the program, just being somebody who I know that every time we hop on the phone, you're going to have a smile, you're going to have positivity, you're going to have been doing all the work that I've given you. And I really appreciate that you're somebody who has trusted the process and that I know that a lot of the things that we were doing were a little bit different than what you had been doing prior. So I want to know a little bit about what life was like before we met, what your goals were, what you were struggling with, and what you had been trying to get to your goals that maybe wasn't working as well.
Okay. Well, to start off with, I originally pre-COVID was pretty active. I was able to run. I did 5 miles a day and I did go to the gym. And then COVID hit along with menopause. So with those combination, even though I have a Peloton, I was working out 10-minute light weights. I was going nowhere fast. And I actually reached a point of where I was. I have 4 kids, where I was at the end of my pregnancies, which is about 190 pounds. I was just feeling so down. I didn't know what to do. I mean, I was trying fasting. I tried the diabetic diet. I tried Atkins. I tried all these other, but they weren't sustaining. They just weren't. Yes, you can lose weight, but as fast as you complete that diet is as fast as you just go right back up again. It wasn't a everyday way of life. So for 3 years, I was up at that weight. I walked 2 to 3 miles a day. I just could not lose anything. So I happened to be scrolling through Facebook, just thinking, what the heck I'm going to do? And I came upon Jill. And so I just read through what she had presented on Facebook, and I kind of read up on her. And then I decided one Sunday to give her a call. And I liked what she had to say. It was I have to admit to you, I was a little taken back. I didn't think it was going to be that expensive, but I'm going to tell you, looking back at it now, it was worth every penny because I was with her for 3 months. She set up my programs every week. My programs were pre-set up for me. I didn't have to go dig for them. So I started adding weights. And when I did my workouts with Jill, I felt like I couldn't miss. And even though she is on a recording, I felt like she was watching me and she would talk and say, come on now, come on, you can push yourself. So it was really like having somebody right in the room with me. She was right there when I had questions as far as my diet. I started with a 5-day cleanse, which I'm like, well, I am a nurse by profession. And so she said, cleanse. So what's the first thing that comes to my mind? Okay, she's going to give me some kind of something to make me poop, right? Not the case. I did end up losing like 5 pounds, and so did my husband, who was my cook. The food was actually quite good. And we have done the cleanse a couple more times. It honestly, the whole thing, it was very easy to live by. She has diet meal plans for uh, to be lean, to build muscle. There's some meal plan there for everybody, that you can live your life normally. You don't have to worry about not really of sticking to something like you have to with Atkins or some of these other programs they have, because it's just not like that at all. I did increase my weights a great deal. I went from starting with 5 pounders. I'm working right now with 20 and 25 pounders.
Wow.
Um, my program currently right now is the 10 minute. How can you not fit 10 minutes into your day? I can do that before work. I can do it after work. It has just been such an absolute joy. I feel that Jill has gotten me back on track to where I was before, forgetting about incorporating these weightlifting sessions. And also, I'm not the same as I was before COVID because obviously now I've gone through menopause. So it's not that easy just to lose weight. But because of Jill, I was able to get on this life plan. Let's just say it's a life plan, um, of not feeling like I'm missing out on anything. I know how to plan before I would go out to a gathering or going out to eat. Um, I'm now pushing myself to do these workouts. I am with her through the end of next week. And yes, I am going to try and fly on my own. I think I can do it. I'm positive I can do it. But you know what? I still have Jill that I can come back to if I need to. I would like to tell you I'm down to 173 pounds. I'm 5'11", and I've lost 8.5 inches during that time. I'm absolutely thrilled. I could do a cartwheel if I could do a cartwheel. I'm just very happy with the whole program. It was very supportive. You get calls during the month to talk to her, but even if I use my call or whatever, she was still available there to support me. Her guidelines on her site are just beyond anything you can imagine because there's just something there all the time for you to learn, for you to follow, just to become a better you. So I sincerely 100% recommend Jill Ortiz's fitness program.
Wow, you are a great speaker, Dana. I didn't even have to ask you many questions. You had them all lined up, so that's fantastic. And I bet you know what? I bet you could do a cartwheel. To be quite honest, I think you could do anything. And I think that if you tried it, I bet you could crank one out and be doing several cartwheels in no time. But
I really have to thank you because everything I said was true. I mean, absolutely true because I honestly just because I'm such a number person, I'm like, what is wrong with me? I said I need to schedule something to get these implants out, Tony, because maybe that's what's causing me. Because to be at a 9 month pregnancy weight, that's not me. That's not me. And mentally, it was dragging me down. I probably should have put on there too. I'm sleeping better. I'm less stressed. It's just like I just feel different.
yeah.
I absolutely feel different.
Yeah, so that's my big question. I mean, obviously, you're now like, I think it's alignment that you found, right? That there's all these
Exactly.
pieces that were just a tiny bit off because when we talked at the beginning, it's not like you were a bad eater, you were a great eater. And it's not like you
Right.
were working out, you were working out a ton every day. There's just these things that needed to be in alignment. I think that knowledge, the knowledge is power, especially when the game keeps changing on us as we age.
Right. Right.
We don't know exactly what we need to do to change it. And then also, having these little techniques for these little situations that come up all the time when you want to enjoy, but you don't want to have fear of going out, of having the holiday season come upon us, but being able to
Exactly.
have new strategies as to what to do. It does, like what you said, is that you're not stressed out about it. And that in
Exactly.
itself will help you lose weight when we stop stressing so much about weight loss. And so I love that you say that you found this new lifestyle. The fact that you were doing fives and you're now at 20s and 25s shows that you've gained this strength. And what I emphasize for people is to do the work that's actually going to make permanent change, not just spending our time doing workouts, which generally women try to do more cardio, eat less food, and it just backfires on them. But I think understanding having the fitness that will create the body that you're looking for and having the nutrition that aligns with that, I love that you've bought in. And I think that will give you so much great success as you continue in the future. You're right. Like it doesn't take hours of working out, whether it's the 10-minute program, my 20 minutes, my 30-minute program,
Right. Right.
whatever you're doing, as long as you're intentional, you're progressing, which is what you're doing. You can do 10 minutes a day of strength training and get amazing results. So what do you think this has done in terms of impacting your life?
Well, first of all, I think sleep is absolutely huge for me. I've had a problem for many years, and I actually, I don't know if it was like anxiety. I was feeling very sad that I weighed so much. I didn't feel like I looked good in clothes. I am very confident now. I fit in clothes I haven't fit in for, let's just say they were very tight on me for the past 3 years. It gives you a whole different outlook on things. And then, knowing, taking the progress measurements and the pictures, what a difference. What an absolute difference, how different clothes feel, just a different attitude about yourself. And hey, there's a lot to be said about getting a good night's sleep. You know,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I
And
also feel clearer thoughts. And that could be from, I would like to say that I never really ate like crap, but I think now that I am very conscientious about eating the right foods, I'm going to tell you, I have a lot of clarity with my thought process, with my memory. Um, I did get a hiatal hernia with my second pregnancy. Weight is huge for that one because if I am over 170, which, like I told you, I was up to 190, I have horrible, horrible heartburn. And now I will be going off that medication because I'm right at 3 pounds away from that. Um, and I'm not going to need that anymore because now I'm back down to where I should be to keep that hernia in check.
that's amazing. I love that.
Yes, yes.
And that's true. I hear from many of my clients who start, especially when they start with my Kickstart cleanses, is that they get better sleep than they've had than ever. And
Oh,
a lot of that
mhm.
is to do with stress. And it starts in our digestive system. When our digestive system is stressed out, our nervous system is stressed out. So on a cleanse like mine, where we're eating plenty of food, but it's whole foods, we've eliminated a lot of the big irritants, the foods that cause
Right.
inflammation. Our digestive system gets a chance to relax, and then our nervous system relaxes. And that's something that I'm doing this week, knowing that we'll be going into a different climate, traveling for the holidays, that we're going to be around people who are sick and needing my body
Are
to.
you coming to the Midwest?
No, we're going up to New York,
Oh, okay.
but just, you know, knowing that we're going to be in a cold climate that my body hates, around people who are sick, and, you know, that I need my digestive system and my nervous system to be in the best place possible to be as healthy as I can be. And that's something that when you start living this lifestyle, when your body is really great at adapting and adjusting to the hard work that you're putting in, it really helps your immune system a ton, and it will help you get better rest. So what would you say are now your next level goals now that you've gotten almost to this 170 mark? And what would you say you're striving for in the next coming months?
You know what? Well, actually, I need to be under 170.
Mhm,
So that's just a heartbeat away, right?
mhm.
I am just going to continue lifting like I did before COVID. COVID's really screwed me up,
Yeah,
and then the old menopause.
yeah.
But I will just continue lifting because I think turning 61 now on Thanksgiving, I need to keep up that strength. I need to keep up balance. So I have no plans on being a bodybuilder or anything like that, but I will keep up the strength just for everyday living because I might be in this body for another 20 plus years. So I just want to keep that up. But, I do want to mention, because I know females have a lot of problems as far as the GI system, which you were talking about. And I did have a big problem with constipation.
Mhm,
I do not anymore.
mhm.
And I want to say before I started losing this weight, I was on prescription medications that are the big guns like Linzess and things like that to take. I don't take any of that anymore.
Amazing. Love
So
it.
it goes right back to a healthy gut.
Yeah, absolutely. It's you know, the gut impacts the brain impacts the gut, and
Exactly.
we all just need to be in alignment. And I think we don't realize how many things we do on a daily basis that are, you know, toxic to that system and our function. What do you think are is or one or a couple of the biggest lessons that you learned in the program?
Number one, stay healthy, but cardio isn't a weight loss. It's great to keep your heart going, your your lungs um, working properly. And walking's great for you. And like I said, I used to be a runner, but big into walking right now. But you can't just walk.
Mhm.
You need to keep your torso. You need to keep your torso strong. You need to keep your arms and legs strong, just for everyday living, just things that you're doing on a daily basis. And if you should get into the big pickleball or what have you at this time, you just need to keep up with it. And now I have grandkids. So before it was keeping up with my kids, and now it's keeping up with 7 grandkids. So in order to have a fulfilling life and one that I'm happy with, and not being a bystander because I got heartburn or I'm short of breath or anything like that, I'm going to be a participant and keep on doing my weights like Jill taught me.
I love it. What would you say has been your favorite aspect of the program?
Well, I liked relearning how to eat. I did learn, like, relearning, like becoming a friend that food is fuel,
Mhm.
as you would say. It's just not a cure-all for being bored. It's not a cure-all for just because I'm sitting there with a bunch of people just to sit there and snack. Um, I learned that a 10-minute workout can just be just as important as a half-hour workout, as opposed to, actually, I did spend an hour and a half in the gym before, but I was able to keep up with my weight, but I also wasn't going through menopause, and I was spending an hour and a half in the gym. I mean, that's a long time. So now I can do my 10-minute workouts, my 20-minute workouts. I love the ab program that she has in there. And the best part is, I overdo everything. And I was literally at the gym 6 to 7 days a week. And no kidding. And Jill actually programs into your program rest days. Can you go do something? Yes, I've done stretch. I've done some yoga. Maybe I went for a bike ride or something. But I needed that push to say I needed to let my body rest. I needed to let my muscles rest. And it worked.
Yeah,
It
that
worked.
is huge because as we age, we actually need more recovery time. And
Right.
that's one thing about the program, whereas many people will go to the gym and they'll work everything, right? They'll do a big long circuit and then they'll go back
Right.
the next day and they'll keep doing the same things. When we break down the body parts throughout the week, it actually gives you a good 7 days to recover from whichever exercise and whichever muscle is being stressed. And at this point in life, that recovery time is just as important as the work time. So I'm so glad
Right.
you found this really great mix, that you found, you know, success in your nutrition, that you've got all your Jill Ortiz Fitness tools to now take with you and to see what you can do on your own to test it and to see. And of course, you know, I'm always here in support. It's something that I love about the relationship that I have with my clients is my encouragement to you to go ahead when you feel like you're ready to go and do your own thing and see what it is that you feel you might need more help with. And of course, I'm never going to turn you down if you have questions for me and want to run things by me. And I think that just our relationship that grows throughout the program, having our private FaceTime, it really means a lot to me. So I wish you the best, and I am so
Thank you,
excited
Jill.
for how far you can go in the next year and beyond. And Yeah. And so I hope you'll keep me in the loop.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Jill, very
Hannah.
much. Thank you.